We need to talk about this book. I tried reading this back in February and I DNF'd it, but I just picked it back up for a second shot and my god, I get it now. A lot of high fantasy readers on this app were telling me that it was one of the foundational sacred texts of the genre. They were showing me all these cool edits, and I think the reason I DNF'd it the first time is I really didn't know what I was walking into. If you're looking for a fast-paced, action-packed book, a real page-turner, this is not the book for you. This is a very slow-paced, beautifully written story that is actually more of a character study of its main character. Our main character Fitz is recounting his childhood to us from the moment that he was 6 years old and found to be the bastard of one of the royal princes. He is taken under the guardianship of a stable master, and while in the stables, he discovers that he has a power known as the wit, which is the ability to communicate mind to mind with animals. As Fitz gets older, he begins to train as the apprentice to a royal assassin. After that, he begins training in something known as the skill, which is another sort of mentalist power. If you want action and fast-paced plot, that happens, I kid you not, in the last 15% of the book. And I say all this to just tell you what you're walking into with this book. Do not expect something fast-paced. Do not expect something that's just going to grip you and have you full of action. None of that is going to be happening with this book. Slow-paced character study. And what a character. It might seem a little dull at first, but once you really start to get to know Fitz and start to understand him and his training and the way that his entire childhood works, it's so intriguing. Thank you to everyone who encouraged me to read this book. I will be continuing the Farseer trilogy. I don't know if I'll get around to the whole of Realm of the Underlings, but here's hoping. And I'm always in full support of DNFing books, but sometimes good ones do slip past your radar, so definitely go back if you were intrigued by any of the books that you DNF'd and just take a second look at them, and it could turn out to be quite good.